JackieLove needed to back after getting all of that gold influx, and they're not able to capitalize on the big piece of pressure that they generated on the top side. They rush it down as quickly as they can. Great way to blow all the ultimates to win a fight there, but Crisp is going deep here, and Kanavi's with him.
Oh, this is dirty. Xiaohuangren trying to Q through the outstar, but can't make it, and no flash available on the Vi since they already used it in the prior skirmish, and Top Esports gonna punish the new jungler Thunder Talk.
Yeah, this is the problem with burning so much in that earlier fight to just secure the grubs. Not to say that the grubs aren't a big priority, but it's pretty easy to be able to capitalize. Cream with a nice charm, just a lot of damage coming down onto this Talia. Man, we're just seeing a little bit of an advantage for Top Esports, and most of it coming isolated in these matchups with the fancy feet for Cream, just being able to dodge everything. And it's even more plates going into the pocket of JackieLove. We already saw it down on the bottom side. 369 after hitting that level 6 power spike has started to really win that lane against, get closer and closer, but it's actually going to be Thunder Talk who's here first, and Top Esports just giving this up. I expected more priority here.
Yeah, I mean, Thunder Talk are at least on the ball and just blitzing this dragon as fast as possible since everyone from Top Esports was on base. Yeah, they're not going to get a chance to contest for it all. I have to say, I'm a little, I don't want to say concerned, but I'm definitely impressed that Thunder Talk are being able to find these quick windows of getting these objectives. First the grub window, and now the second dragon of the game. And Top Esports aren't really getting that much off of it because within the time frame of these objectives are being taken, it's Top Esports redeploying. Not pressuring a turret quite yet, but just them getting back on the map.
Yeah, and 369 is going to be the target here.
He does not have flash. This looks like an easy kill setup from Xiaohuangren's Vi. Vault Breaker right on top of it as well. Thunder Talk are keeping themselves competitive with Top Esports in the first game of this series.
Yeah, to me, this is Thunder Talk taking advantage of some Top Esports mistakes, and that's what you want to see from Thunder Talk. They're not exactly the kind of team that can, you know, blow for blow, go brute force versus brute force against Top Esports. So to see them capitalize so consistently when Top is overextending or putting themselves in a bad position is really positive. It's going to be a bit of a race here for first turret. Top Esports have a little bit of a lead here. See if they're going to be able to close it out as that final plate falls on both sides, but we will see. JackieLove going to be pushing it down, but because there's no support coming in from Crisp, it looks like Thunder Talk might be able to win it. It's so close.
Yeah, I think Top Esports just already conceded the fact that they weren't going to get first break since Crisp already started channeling the base timers. So JackieLove, knowing that he's no longer going to beat the clock on that one, just going to take his time on letting the turret kill every last minion and deny as much golden experience as possible. So I have the
resources out of him as possible is pretty massive for this team. JackieLove could be the target here, though, if they can pick him off. That's huge.
Deadly Flourish right on top of it. No Arcane Shift available. He's forced to flash. The Death Charge follows him, but he's at least still alive. Crisp is now going to face take a lot of the damage, and Punting is feathered by the flash repositioning. Well done by Crisp and JackieLove to punish Thunder Talk Gaming. And Satan, no! Oh, I didn't even realize he was TPing right into the middle of all four. You got to remember, with teleports on this patch and in this new season, it's just a lot slower than you anticipated being.
And there's the hubris coming back to bite Thunder Talk. It's not just the fact that they overextend and put themselves in harm's way, but we were talking about it. The plays they need to make are on the map without JackieLove. It's trying to find advantages where the gold isn't. They try to make a play as quickly as possible onto the Ezreal, but there's just no way that they're going to be able to lock him down quick enough. Kanavi ended up starting on this Herald, but Xiaohuangren's going to be the one trying
to play for a quick pick, if not the tier 2 structure being felled here on the top side.
Yeah, I actually really like this play from Thunder Talk. I think they realize the Dragon win condition is just not real this game, so they're just going to get a free tier 2 on the top side for their troubles, and this Herald's not done yet. They're going to try and drive this out of here. It looks like it might just be used as an escape path. Don't imagine they're going to be running it all the way down, but you know, it's nicely done. This Dragon doesn't really mean all that much for Thunder Talk, at least at the current moment, so getting something in return, but Kanavi trying to catch out Hoya. He's going to have to use the ult to just get out of there.
Now, in the next couple of minutes, and so far, Thunder Talk have not been able to find a repeat visit window to really punish that lack of summoner spell. It just goes to show, K-Man, as we talked about in the draft, when they were looking at some available AD carries that could maintain an advantage and still be relatively safe, Ezreal was quite the nice pick here in this game.
Yeah, I mean, Ezreal is such a great champion on his own, but in the hands of JackieLove, he becomes unreal in terms of just how strong that champion can be. Looks like it's just going to be a trade of tier 1 towers here on top and bot, but it's just overextension once again from Thunder Talk on that previous play. They saw Kanavi on a ward, and so they should have had absolutely no qualms just backing out of that play. If you were looking for an Ezreal there with a Xin Zhao to be able to, you know, collapse, it's questionable decision-making once again coming in from this team, and Chris could be looking for a very aggressive play. Xiao Huangren caught in his own jungle. The rest of his team.
Yeah, Xiao Huangren tries to use the ultimate to get through Crisp and flashing away back to safety. The charm will find the Vi, and Cream and Jackie Love will finally get vengeance on this Vi for paying them so much pain in the early game. Top Esports now continuing the chase. 4 versus 4. Cream looks for another charm. Flashed by Saytap, but he is still in a world of hurt. The last bullet does nail Cream in the back of the head, but Top Esports is going to continue the chase, and 1xN will fall next. It's a double kill for Jackie Love, and Top Esports now 10-4, making that gold lead even larger than before, and Hoya could be the next one to die. The win becomes lightning. It's the third Mystic shot. It's just so damn good.
Unreal kinds of fighting there from Top Esports. It's ironic because I do think the setup there from Thunder Talk is pretty nice. You want to fight in these close quarters with the curtain call coming out, with a potential, Aurora being able to, fight on the backline, the teleport coming in and getting on a priority target pretty much immediately. The problem is they're just too far behind. They allow Jackie Love to free hit throughout the entirety of the fight, and there's no way to win it at that point. So, big credit to to Top Esports for being able to win it. They're going to take the tier 1 mid as a consolation prize as well, or as, I guess, an extra icing on top of
Top Esports. We'll see if it has changed. Nope. Relatively the same. Meanwhile, another fight on the top quadrant. Looks like Top Esports are going to be able to disengage pretty easily. The gold lead isn't big, but what I'm trying to get to, K-Man, is that Top Esports definitely feel very much in control. While 369 and hang on. I mean, Thunder Talk are throwing a Hail Mary here. They're just going to force Top Esports to challenge them at Otacon.
Yeah, Crisp is super low. This is basically a 4v5 in favor of Thunder Talk if they want to go for it.
Engage. Right onto 369. Def Charge already used there. Hoya trying to follow up with... Oh, Chris! How did he get back there? What a massive flank by the Alistar! Thunder Talk thought that they had forced Crisp out of the fight, but he comes back with strong vengeance, and this cow just dismantled Thunder Talk.
Oh my goodness, that was an unreal flank from Chris, but it was set up perfectly by the rest of Top Esports to create this gigantic cluster for Thunder Talk to just be eviscerated on. The equalizer ends up landing on all 5. Kanavi does a fantastic job of funneling them all ask for, and they're going to get everything on the map for it.
No Alistar ultimate, no problem for Crisp, as he just needs one single combo to end all of Thunder Talk Gaming in one swift play, and Top Esports now expeditiously climb to a 6,000 gold lead off of the force by Thunder Talk. And you know what? I'm not even mad at Thunder Talk for, making that gambit. I'd rather teams that are lower in the seeding. Hang on, 369 could be caught here. A seismic shove. Okay,
teleport coming in.
Decent pick. Oh wait, Cream is teleporting in 1v3, trying to buy as much time as he can. Good charm onto Saytab. And Chris trying to punt him away. This guarantees that at least Saytab falls, and now it's a 4-on-4 for the side of Top Esports. Just a quick pick for Thunder Talk, ends up being evened out by Top Esports, and once again, K-Man, I'm going to say the same thing. I do not mind Thunder Talk trying to throw stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. You might as well, since you're not expected to win this game.
But the problem for Thunder Talk is look at Top Esports comp. They're going to be able to respond to any play on the map, like instantly. You've got a global ultimate with Jackie Love, who's got just Arcane Shift out of any fight, but he also built Hex Drinker, so he's not even going to get bursted down by the Aurora at this point, but the fight's going to be started.
Yeah, Vi already flash queued onto Jackie Love, just trying to force something, but no one was near the Vi, and you can just sense the desperation from Xiao Huangren to try and force a play. Once again, I'm not mad at it. Unfortunately, no one from Thunder Talk could even realistically follow up, so now this guarantees 5-on-4 as Feather is forced to flash over the wall, trying to run away from the equalizer. Look at the damage! Flash Wind becomes lightning from Kanavi, slows him down, and the rest of Top Esports will run Thunder Talk out of this mid lane. Curtain call is going to be opened up, and we'll not find a damn thing, K-Man.
It's just, there's nothing to do here for Thunder Talk. I think we talked about it in the pre-show. One of the things we were really looking for from this team was a sense of identity and a sense of cohesion to build upon. We didn't need results. We needed to see good process. And unfortunately for Thunder Talk, right now it just feels like they're so disconnected. I understand that you just got to throw everything at a wall to see what can land, but it doesn't really feel like this team has a good understanding of where they need to be at the moment, and Top Esports is more than happy to not only take advantage of that in terms of the fights, but be able to get a Baron for free. Now we're looking at basically a 10k gold lead, and Jesus, 1xN. He can't survive these fights. Jackie Love's damage is so ridiculous. Jackie Love just completed a Maw. Like, there's no way to burst this guy down on the back half of these fights. For Thunder Talk, best case scenario is you can start it on your own terms, but even as we've seen there, might not be leading to a lot of luck, and with Dragon spawning in 40 seconds, it's looking pretty dire for them.
I mean, listen, I know Jackie Love is ahead of the curve right now. He's got 4 items, and 1xN is just barely working on his 3rd, but, like, is True Shot Barrage supposed to do that much damage at level 16? That seemed illegal.
I don't think
the
it's
heck?
supposed to do that much damage. I think that might be a little bit of an accelerated thing. A 5k gold lead for Jackie11. Now Top Esports can take anything.
We've seen it once, we've seen it twice, and now a third time. Chris pulverized flash into reposition for the headbutt, and it's easy scoopings onto Saytab's life for Top Esports. This guarantees a 5-on-4 as they start sieging into the base of Thundertalk, and Cream just dashing around trying to see if he can force any other quick picks. Spirit Rush already extended, but Top Esports now pushing into the Nexus Towers. Feather going to look for a dredge line answered by Crisp, and great punt away by Kanavi as he re-engages on the Xin Zhao, just creating space for his carries to do all the dirty work. Hoya forced to retreat into the fountain, and there's not a damn thing that 1xN can do. Top Esports will clean out Game 1 of this series against Thundertalk Gaming.